Hello again and welcome to Paul's Racing Channel and to the Ultimate Racing League. So this is round 5 of our GR3 Championship from League 2. The drivers have headed down south from North America to South America to the city of Sao Paulo in Brazil for this next round. This is the home of the Brazilian F1 Grand Prix. And this is going to be a cracking race. These two races, I should say, the first 15-minute sprint and the 30 minutes endurance. So before we get this one underway here at the Autodrome de Interlagos, let's just take you through the point situation. So we have top of the pile, M. Bailey on 153. Then we've got Aaron in second on 140. There's a bit of a gap back then to Harry Poppins, who's made his way up to third place after a couple of great results on 104. Then Phil Mack in fourth on 100. Myself, Paul, in fifth on 87 after missing last round. Sam in sixth, or actually joint sixth with Jerry on 77. We've got Pickle on 8th in 76. Oz in 9th on 63 and Seamus in 10th on 48. So there's your top 10 going into this one. So let's get this first 15-minute race underway and let's take you through that grid. So here we go. We've got Bailey on pole position. We've got Aaron in second, Flash in third, Phil Mack in fourth, Harry Poppins in fifth, Oz in sixth, Seamus in seventh, Paul in eighth, Pickle 9th, Kev in 10th, Benzo in 11th, Jerry 12th, Team Silver 13th and C Broad in 14th. So 14 cars, that's your grid. This is race 1, this is round 5, this is Interlagos, and here we go. Watch those lights. All off clean. Paul going through the middle, great start. Up between Oz and then goes into the inside. Might have just got a little tag from behind from Oz, I think that was, but gets himself up in the 5th place. Does Paul. Cracking start off the line there for him as they head up. Now Harry Poppins right up behind him, got the run on him. I think he's going to take him here at turn. There's left turn. Oh, and was there a little tag? I think there might have been a slight touch. Paul goes off, gets spun round into the traffic, stays out of the way to the right hand side, is going to drop all the way back to the back of the field because of that. So Paul with a disastrous, well, he had a great start but disastrous there at that turn 4, so all the way back to 14th. So Aaron, our leader from pole position, from second I should say, Bailey from pole, isn't it? So these two just swapped positions here early doors in this first race. And we've got Phil Mack in third, Flash in the other Ferrari in fourth, along with Harry Poppins in fifth. Small gap back then to Oz and Kev, 6th and 7th. And Team Silver 8th, Benzo 9th, Jerry 10th. Oh, there's a little squiggly moment to Jerry and Paul's up behind him in 11th. So he's made his way up through a couple of spots there. There's Paul up the inside of Jerry now. Has he got the pace and power in that Ferrari to get past that GTR? I think the GTR's got to be slightly quicker in a straight line. It certainly is. And then behind them we've got Pickle, C Broad, Seamus all fighting as well as they come into turn 1. Paul on the inside of Jerry. Don't think he got that done. Didn't quite, I don't think. No. Tries to cut back, switch back on Jerry, but Jerry still holds it firm. In 10th. And then this lot behind them, Broad, Pickle, Seamus in the mix as well. These three, as they, Pickle almost thought about going up the inside. As a couple of them run wide. See Broad ran wide there. Lost the place, I think, to Seamus. He did. So Seamus up to 13th, but it's a really sort of twisty track list coming into this section now. It's all about just sort of right lefts, kind of like a snaky kind of section here, and but you can make up some spots if you can get yourself up on the inside. As Seamus is trying to have a go. See Broad, who's got a half a second penalty as well for track limits presumably. Pickle ahead of them in 12th. Paulston in 11th, Jerry 10th. But we've had a change at the top, and Bailey has swapped positions with Aaron. And where was that then? Well, it was back there, wasn't it? Oh, well before then. Well before then. Now, as along that straight and finish, I think, along that straight there. Got Bailey, got Aaron. So, swaps positions, gets that first back. So what can Aaron do? Can he do something about Bailey? Oh, who's that Phil Mack going? It looked like going a bit wide, but actually it was okay. Henry Poppins has got past Flash up into 4th spot as well. So the two Mazdas again going pretty good here. Well, we know Henry Poppins has had a couple of great results, got his points tally in the championship up there. So I think Flash is attacking him now at the inside, does. Now, we know that Mazda's quick along in a straight line, don't we? And I think he might get him, although Flash is covering that inside line. Yeah, outbreaks Henry Poppins, so remains in 5th. But as I say, yeah, he's got a couple of good rounds, and I think he's going to be up for this one as well, as he has another look at Flash now. He's going to get himself up, so almost identical to when he was up beside the pool, coming into this braking zone at this next left-hander. Oh, and he's done exactly the same, Flash. Amazing. This is exactly almost an identical, though he's kept it on the track and kept his position as Flash, but that was almost identical there. I don't know whether Henry Poppins just caught Flash as well, but exactly the same position as the Paul Henry Poppins situation at the start. Kev 7th, trying to still chase down Oz, who's in 6th spot. He's actually now on the back of Flash after that, so Oz has just gained a little bit of time on Flash there. So these three could be battling it out soon. There's Kev now. Oh, Flash again goes out wide. Just caught the back end of that. I think he just went round. Yeah, got himself on the curb there on this next one. I don't want to be taking too much of this curb because it will take you out there on the grass. Does some grass cutting and loses the spot to Oz in the end. So back to 6th now. What does Kev have? Does he have the run on Flash now? Can he get himself up to 6th spot? Oh, he's got a good run on him. Flash still trying to get up to speed. He could get him here at turn 1 if he can get up the inside here at the braking point. He does. Flash plenty of room given, but that's another place dropped for Flash down to 7th. And we've got Team Silver in this lot. Look at this lot here, battling it out 8th. Team Silver, Jerry 9th. Benzo 10th, Paul behind him in 11th still. And then Pickle and Seamus behind them, not too far off as Paul has a look up Benzo. Benzo's covering that inside line though. And this left hand up. Don't get it done then, does Paul. So, might have to sit behind Benzo now through this next twisty section. But it's all closing up nicely here. And in fact, I remember this is a great battle. This turns out to be a great battle in the end between these boys ahead of me. So Kev gets involved ahead of Team Silver. There he is there, and we have our own private little battle here with me with these two Genesis. With Seamus behind them as well. But almost trading paint as well. We're getting so close, but it's all clean. Again, I think you'll see that these Genesis have the run on the Ferrari. I'd say he's getting in the slipper as well. So I was under pressure a bit here. I've got to try and get him on the brakes if I can, because at this point he's taken me. They both kind of taken me, so I'll stay on that outside. Slot in behind Benzo. Got the inside of Pickle. So I've sort of sandwiched between a turquoise red here. That was the fill-in for sure. And Seamus, look, with Seabroad as well coming into it. So there's 5 cars battling out here near the back of the pack. And of course ahead of them, we had this little battle as well. We've got Kev, Team Silver and Jerry, and this one seemed to go on forever. And they were just creeping away from this battle, but eventually just tend to split up a little bit. I managed to get through and get involved in the battle ahead, but it goes on as Jerry, Kevin, Team Silver still in the same positions. Oh, a little tag there I think, but that's fine. But Jerry really pushing to try and get that 8th spot and that 7th spot off of Team Silver. But what a battle this is. This is only race 1, remember, as well. We've got race 2 to come up, which is moment from Kev. Now that might give Jerry the run on both of them actually. Let's see if he gets the run up to turn 1. Still in between, sandwiched between those 2 turquoise cars behind these, but Jerry, can he get there? Has a look up the inside of both, then goes back out, switches back to the outside. Now what about, we'll try to get in the inside, didn't he there, Kev and Team Silver. So Kev does make that move up on Team Silver along that straight, so gets himself into 7th, Team Silver back to 8th. Now there was a moment here for Jerry, I think he's got it done on Team Silver, he does. So up to 8th he goes. Got to try and chase down Kev. But this one goes on, and again I'm on the outside trying to get round Paul, trying to get round the outside of these blue machines, but can't do it yet, so kind of stuck a little bit there. But now we've all gathered up now, these boys ahead have now become, well, about a 7-car bunch now. Seamus has just fell off the back of these, or us, and Kevin, Jerry still going for it. Jerry right up behind Kev, and well, the guys up front all as they were really. Bailey still holding off Aaron in 2nd, Phil Mack in 3rd. Go to them in a minute, but this is a hell of a race here, 10 minutes in for this mid-pack. I don't know where to look, to be honest. Finally I'll get through, I think, on Benzo. Pickle just had a moment, so he's dropped back off of that. Yeah, he's had a big moment actually, Pickle. Let's have a quick look, see if I can find it, see what happens. Is that it? Oh, there we are, there he is. So let's have a look. So he was up there, wasn't he, battling with myself and Benzo. Oh, and he just runs it out wide. It almost just goes straight on. So he's obviously had some mechanical failure there, but he drops all the way back, gets himself back on track. So that was our moment, wasn't it? But this was the battle up top. Let's go back to that quickly. And these 2 have cleared off the usual suspects up there. Bailey and Aaron, they're the ones that are leading the race at the minute, with Bailey with that fastest lap, but 1:31.153. And Phil Mack got no answer to them at the moment, but obviously we'll take a 3rd place as it stands. Harry Poppins, we know, in 4th. And he might have the pace to catch up with Phil Mack, who knows. Still got a bit of time in here, haven't we? So we're only 2/3 of the way through. Aussie in 5th, so the 2 McLarens out. So we've got the 2 Mazdas in the top 5, as well as the 2 McLarens in the top 5. And then Flash in 6th spot. And then there's that big gap back with all this battling going on. We've got Team Silver and myself battling now if I get through. How did I get through there? Let's have a look here. Because I'm behind them in 10th at this spot, and I'll get a good run through the next go fast. I think Kev just ran a bit wide. I can cut through into the inside of Jerry. Up the inside I go, and I'll get a run on Team Silver on the outside, and we pick it up to where we were. Trying to have a drag race with Team Silver in that Corvette, and then get the switch back on him. And I think I get it done, I do, up to 7th, and Jerry follows me through. So he gets the run on Team Silver as well. So up to 8th goes Jerry. But this carried on, this battle just carries on. Look, 7, 8 cars there, all involved. This went all the way to the end. Fantastic race this was. It's one of the best I've been involved in for a long time. Kevin 10th, Seabroad 11th, Benzo 12th. With a half a second penalty with Seamus sniffing around behind him. Still just can't quite get past Seamus Benzo yet, can he? But he will once he takes that penalty off. And then there's Pickle after his mistake in 14th spot. But here's the gap back to Flash, who's in 6th spot. Almost the entire length of the start finish straight now, that gap. So I think it's fair to say these top 6 are going to be the top 6, but not particularly in that particular order, of course. Particularly, especially those front 2. That might change. We'll have to wait and see as we come into the 12-minute mark. He's still screamed down the back to the left-hander. Team Silver and Co. Kev, Seabroad, Seamus, Pickle has now got Benzo. So Benzo's been taken by his teammate. Just starting to settle a little bit now, isn't it? I think the boys have probably puffed themselves out, if I'm honest. Sweat's dripping off their foreheads, and I think now just trying to run down that clock. But it's been a tough race, but a brilliant one at that, and we'll have a bit more of that, please. These remaining 3 rounds that we've got left. Head to Japan next to Suzuka. Oh, and that was a penalty for Seabroad. He's picked up a couple, hasn't he, here in this race? So I think that might be crossing that pit lane entrance, actually. If you take too much of that line, you will get a penalty. And I think that's what's happened there with Seabroad. You can cut across it, but you can't have all your 4 wheels across it. So yeah, it's just settled down now here. If we go back to have a look at our leaders and see how these 2 are doing. Well, I think it's settled down up there as well. Going to have one more lap after this. And Bailey looks like he's controlling it at this point. Aaron, I think, has given all he can give here in race 1. But of course you never know, as they head over the start and finish to start lap 10, which will be the final lap here at Autodrome de Interlagos in Brazil. Phil Mack did everything he could. That third's going to be the best he's going to get. So he's going to be on that podium anyway. Henry Poppins, 4th place. That's not really under any threat yet from Oz, is it? I think he's 5th for him. Flash will go into 6th spot. Not sure he's been a weaving there, and whether he maybe just ran off, trying to get that dirt off his tyres. Not too sure. Didn't see it, did I? But I assume that's what he was doing. And 7th for Paul. Finally got away from the group behind. Jerry 8th, Team Silver 9th. Kevin 10th. Oh, Kev's picked up half a second penalty as well. But we've got to head back to our leaders because they're heading up to the final corners. And Bailey's going to get victory here to extend his lead at the top of the championship. Congratulations to him. Race winner, race 1. Aaron, well done. We'll get 2nd. Phil Mack will get that 3rd spot. Henry Poppins, 4th place. Oz in 5th. Flash Slick. And then Paul, the other Ferrari, coming across in 7th spot. Considering he was right at the back of the pack at the start of that. 7th was pretty good in the end. Jerry got 8th. Well done, Jerry. Team Silver 9th. Pickle did finish in 10th, just ahead of Kev in 11th. Then this battle, 12th for Sue Broad. Benzo 13th and Seamus in 14th. What a fantastic race that was. One of the best we've seen for a while here in League 2. Certainly on my coverage. And it was a pleasure to be part of that. Well, we got the 30 minutes endurance coming up, so stay tuned for that. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.